Yo, what is going on YouTube? I'm Phil. Guys, I'm going to tell you something that I've never told many people. Like, I definitely haven't spoken about it online, but I thought, what a better forum to talk about this kind of stuff than on here. You guys are my family, so I thought you guys are going to be the first ones to know. Now, I was going through my training program with a mate, just showing him and just getting a little bit of feedback, and then I had this little thing called sex ed, and he's just like, oh, what's this? I clicked on it, and then I literally just, what I write about in the sex ed kind of PDF module, where I kind of explained what happened and how I got over it. He's just like, you've never told me this or whatever, and then I proceeded to tell him the story, and he thought it was funny, but there's a deeper thing behind this, and it's how can we, there's definite times in life where we have to perform. We have to perform in work, we have to perform in our relationships, we have to perform in professional setting, family settings, or whatever. We need to perform just as everyday men. You know, it's super important that we are the bedrock and we are the foundation of every kind of situation. And guys, it's important to lead in the bedroom as well, yeah? Now, this is I'm going to get into it, I'm going to explain it. It's a little bit of a lull, and we'll get into it. So in 2018, I was dating my partner for 4 years, and I just felt like, I don't know, there's two ways I'm going to tell this story. Either my cock grew or my foreskin shrank. Long story short, I could literally only just barely piss out of this, like barely piss out of my penis, you know? And I'm like, I got a problem here. I went and spoke to a doctor, and he's just like, you need to get rid of this immediately. Like, we need to put you in here immediately. You're not going to be able to piss. It's going to be super uncomfortable. And when I mean that I couldn't use it or barely use it, I could barely use it. Anyway, I told my boss, and my boss at the time, he goes, bro, I've heard every single sicky excuse. Like, any single time someone's tried to take time off, you're going to have to send me a photo and you're going to have to prove it. He's like, you're going to have to show I'm going to show the chicks in the office, because they thought that I was they talk about me in the office or whatever. He just goes, I want to show them you shit cock. Like, you know, I need to show you how this is. Like, you know, like what it's about. And anyway, I nearly got on a FaceTime. He's like, FaceTime me, otherwise, no, I'm not going to get approved. I'm like, I don't care, I need to go jump in. He's like, all right, look after yourself. Take as much time as you need. Long story short, I literally went in, and I went under anesthetic, and I woke up and I had a new penis, guys. That was in 2018. So what is it, like 6 years ago? I was 31. Like, I've known my whole sex life. Like, I've gotten used to performing and having relationships with females. And that took my whole dating life and everything was just turned on its head, you know? I came out of the general anesthetic, and I literally looked down. I was like, oh, I can see a helmet now, you know? I can see something different. But like, honestly, like, the road to recovery was, I couldn't have sex for 8 weeks, and I was with my partner. It'll be healing like for probably 6 months till it got back to normal. And if on the visual front, it looked totally different, you know? So that brought on issues straight away. You know what I mean? I was just like, what? I got a two-toned penis here, like dick here. It's like brown shaft, and it's a red rocket up top. Like, what's going on here? Guys, that's me. Straight up, that's what I'm running. I'm telling you guys, because I don't care about it now, because it doesn't affect me, but I'm just trying to tell you, this is for educational purposes only, where I got into my head about it, you know, that much. That, like, I just thought that I wasn't good enough, like, down there. Like, I thought that it was an epic issue, right? And before I get into, like, what, you know, other things about it is, I couldn't get a boner for, like, a few weeks. I wasn't supposed to. Now, good luck trying to get that happening, yeah? And then, like, I got a boner once, and my stitches ripped. Like, the stitches were coming off. That's it. Like, that's what was going on. But I'm like, I've got a missus here. Like, you definitely can't sleep in my bed. You got to stay away for the next few weeks. Otherwise, we're going to have problems, you know? I'm going to be getting, like, you know, I'm going to be splitting open and stuff. So she was super understanding of it. But it was the most sensitive it's ever been. It was totally new. All the sensations were next level. And I thought to myself, well, is this how it's going to be? How am I going to learn to use it again? And not only that, it was like the way that it looked as well. I was just like, what's going on here? Right now, I'm telling you guys, I'm over it. Like, I love it now. Like, whatever. It is what it is. It's a statement, if anything. But And for anyone considering whether they need to get rid of or whatever, it's just heaps cleaner or whatever. But anyway, yeah, guys, you put in the comments. You know what time it is. You do whatever you want to talk about. But yeah, like I had to learn absolutely everything again. And for the longest time, I was self-conscious. I even went and got answers because like it was affecting my sexual performance. Now, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or performance anxiety or whatever, the erectile part wasn't a problem. It was just more the performance thing because it was super sensitive, it was new, I was self-conscious about it or whatever. That ended up just being internal issues that I had to work through. Now, a few of these things have tremendously helped that I'm going to kind of talk to you about. But the first one is don't put such high pressure on the situation. Whenever you attach any type of meaning for it, it's kind of like if you say you meet a celebrity, right? They are just a normal person. If you treat someone like a celebrity, bro, you're gonna be anxious, you're gonna second guess yourself, you're gonna say, oh, maybe I can't like be myself or whatever, you hold back, you're reserved or whatever, when in fact, that is why they love you for it. That's why they've chosen you for it. If you're with a female, she's chosen you because she's chosen you for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely wants to be around you. You got good energy, you know? So why would you act different? Why would you put that much pressure on the situation? And that's what I was doing. And this is different for guys, for anyone that's not aware, some men, 1 in 2 men haven't had sex in a year, and 1 in 3 men are virgins under the age of 30. So I understand that sometimes people are starving out there and it's not abundant as it could be. And guys, so when guys do come across females, they panic, they put on they might put them on a pedestal. They might just like not know what to say, be kind of, I don't know, like just awkward, in their head about it or whatever. They are normal people too, fellas, you know? Females are just normal people. They eat, sleep, go to the toilet, the same, everything. They all do the same. No matter how hot the girl is, they do whatever we do in the bathroom, everything. Like, they're just normal people, you know? So don't put that epic meaning on it. If you are watching porn, it is an absolute mistake, guys. Mistake. You build it up in your head. You're like, oh yeah, like some Latina Colombian's gonna come clean my house, and it's gonna be this and that, and then I'm just gonna pipe it down or whatever. Like, bro, like, does not happen like in real life. Stop watching porn. It makes you pedestalize women. It puts you in a fantasy situation that if this girl does not kind of come to that kind of situation or whatever, like to that scenario looking like that or bring that kind of energy, you might not even be able to get it up because you're not turned on. You need a dopamine detox, bro. You need to, like, you think, oh, I need to masturbate more before I see her. Wrong. That's another fallacy that you should stop doing. Don't do that before you see him, because then you get yourself G'd up, you're too worked up, you're probably like finishing in a short amount of time, and then that adds to the performance anxiety because your body's just used to that happening all the time. So when you actually need to rough it out and to go the extra mile and like go the distance, you can't. Because that's all your body knows. You've conditioned yourself to that scenario for that amount of time for you lasting. You know what I'm saying? So you need to cut that out. And because now that we know that it's in our heads and stuff like that, we just need to stop with the negative self-talk. If you go, it has to be this, it has to be that, or whatever, it's just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy where you will self-sabotage and you're going to screw up. You're going to be in your head there. You're not going to be in the moment. You're not going to be present. And it's going to be robbing you from an experience that every person should go through their life, you know, have an abundant kind of relationship, sexual relationship. Because at the end of the day, fellas, like, you want health, wealth, and relationships. That's it. That's super important. So this is part of it, fellas. Don't neglect this. Just know that females have different triggers to males. Like, we're just very, like, it's very black and white. Yes, she's hot, I want to fuck her, you know? But you guys, like, but females, like, it starts with the texting or the way that you present, the way that you look. It might be the way that you smell, the way that you're calm when you talk to her. You know, you don't give off that I watch porn energy, you know, just be calm, you know. To it might be like how you talk to her, how you hold her hand, what you say to her, to how you look, fellas. That's why physicality is super important, how you present, like, you know, your voice. Everything, you know. And that sets a scenario in her head where you escalate gradually or whatever, because it's neither hot or cold. There are levels to this, like to how to escalate. So it feels natural. So it doesn't feel like anyone was pressured into it. So it feels like it just happened, even though it didn't. Take your time and just kind of escalate slowly, and just know that they have different attraction triggers. Not, oh, you have to be 12-inch, this and that, whatever. Bro, that's fantasy land. That's another reason why to stop watching porn. Bro, you're comparing yourself to these epic giga horses that like are full hung, that need to, like, that are literally clapping their kneecaps, you know what I mean? It's like hitting against their kneecaps. That's not real life, bro. They are professional actors. They were born to do this. Bro, I'm not even hating. I'm fully impressed. You know what I mean? I'm impressed that they don't even pass out. But that's the kind of thing, when they get blood down there. And that's the kind of thing that you need to, like, get out of your head. You are enough. There's a reason why she's there for you. She's got other attraction triggers. You build up attraction in heaps of other ways. And sometimes sex is just the last bit. Like, it's the final act. It doesn't even last that long. For a lot of times, it doesn't last that long, For them, once they've built it up in their head, I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm telling you that that's the case. If you build it up correctly. It's just all in your head, Just like everything else is in your head. The reason why you can't do this or whatever, haven't given yourself permission. You don't think that you're good enough to go do this. Of course you're good enough. You need to talk to yourself correctly. Talk about the situation correctly. Don't make it such a high pressure. Stop watching porn. Don't masturbate before you see them. Just realize that they are people too. Like I said, it's not that high pressure of a situation. And if it don't be so outcome independent. This needs to be this or needs to be that. You're already setting yourself up to fail. I'm telling you that the best thing that ever happened to me was that, because I had to learn it all again. You know what I'm saying? It's better now. For anyone that wants to know, it's better now. Yeah, it's two-toned. Yeah, it looks different, but I love it. Whatever, it's me. So what? Whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Like, things that like this don't matter. This used to bug me so much to tell this story or whatever, but it doesn't bother me anymore because we're all sharing. We just all want to get better. Want to know that everything is just in your head. Whatever you think that you get or you deserve in this life or whatever, it's just all the way that you talk to yourself, how you talk to yourself, what information you let in, do you imply, and who else you get around, Just realize that the message matters. So if this can help someone or someone in this video, just like, I'm glad that it helps someone or whatever. Have a lol, have a laugh at me, message me Red Rocket, put Red Rocket in the comments. I love ya. Let's go, guys. It's all in your head. Don't stop watching porn. Go do what's hard. Go work on yourself. Don't put that much pressure on yourself, and go have an abundant sex life. Anyway, guys, I love yous. Ciao.